Hi there, Christian Rivera here, and in this article, I'm going to share with you 4 tips how to write a successful blog. Alright, so here we are. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 tips on how to write a successful blog, right? Because there are 4 key areas that you need to focus on to have a successful blog, right? You want to make sure that you are aware of these and you use them the right way so you can continue to attract people. Let's say, somebody comes to your blog post for the first time and they see the information that you're providing. If you structure it right and you provide valuable content and all that, which I'm going to discuss in a second, they're going to come back for more. So here are the 4 areas that I was talking about, the 4 tips. The headline. Why is the headline important? Because that's the first thing that your reader sees, right? So let's say if you just write a boring headline, people are just going to look at it and just keep moving on. But if you write an interesting headline, something that's going to help them or something that sounds funny, like for example, the title of this article, 4 tips how to write a successful blog, right? So, they're like, okay, I'm a blogger that interests me, 4 tips that's going to help me write a successful blog, then I'm going to take a look at it, right? So that's the first step right there. You draw them in with the headline, then you want to make sure that you add images in your blog post, right? When they first come up to your article and let's say they click on the link for for your article, and when it first opens up and all they see is a bunch of letters, right? A bunch of words in there, and there's really no structure or anything like that, they're going to be like, oh, this is just a bunch of stuff and it looks too long. I'm not going to read it, right? So you want to make sure that you include images in there because they are pleasing to the eye, and your reader's going to like them. People like pictures. So, make sure you put pictures that are related to what you're writing about, but are interesting also, right? So the next thing is body of the post. As I just mentioned, you want to make sure that when your reader gets in there, you break it up a little bit. You don't want to have huge long paragraphs because then again the viewer is going to be like, this is a lot of stuff, I don't want to read this. You want to break them up in like 2 or 3 sentences, put images in between, and also provide valuable content. If you're just putting a bunch of crap in there, people are going to start reading it. They're going to be like, this makes no sense, I don't want to read this, right? So what's going to happen? That's the first time they were on your page, they're not coming back, because you just didn't provide anything valuable to draw their attention. Make sure that it's congruent with your title, right? And then the last thing is you want to have a call to action. What do I mean by call to action? You want to make sure that you tell your reader what you want them to do. Let's say you want to capture their email, to capture the lead. You're going to tell them, okay, go ahead and click below so you can continue getting my blog post, sign up for my newsletter, that sort of thing, or sign up for my RSS feed, things like that. That way you're able to capture their email, because the purpose of you posting blogs is to capture leads, right? Which eventually you want them to come, turn into customers or either join your business or something like that, or buy from you, right? You want them to be either customers or to join your team, right? If that's what they're interested in. So make sure that you follow these tips, the headline, images, body of the post, and the call to action. Call to action is very important, but also make sure you provide good content. You break up the paragraphs into 2 or 3 sentences. Don't bunch them up because it's going to look like a jumble of words. Then you want to include images in there because they're very pleasing to the eye. And make sure that you have a really good headline in there so you can attract your reader. So make sure that you click on the link that's included with this video if you're watching this video on YouTube, so you can get to the article and read the full information that's in there, because there's going to be more detailed information on what you want to include in all these different areas that I just highlighted. And I'll see you on the inside.